What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're checking out Dancing with Our Hands Tied and All Too Well from the Reputation tour. Now, I am just going to give you a heads up, a little disclaimer. The intro speech for Dancing with Our Hands Tied, the intro speech for All Too Well are both going to be Patreon exclusive content. Now, before you say, Steven, why are you doing this? Those people have decided to support me, and with their donations, they are allowing me to continue to do this as a job and what I love. And so the only way that I can give back as a creator is to give them content that maybe other people can't access. No one is ever obligated to donate to this channel, but the people that do, I want to try to give back any way that I can. The performances are still going to be here, so we are going to check these out right now. So let's check out Dancing with Our Hands Tied. Oh my god, you can hear the fans screaming. She sounds really great live, and you know, there's so much production going on in this concert series. A lot of backup dancers, a lot of backup singers, just a lot going on. And it's kind of fun to see the stripped down version where she can just have a moment with her guitar, because at the end of the day, that's what a lot of fans really loved about her from the beginning, is that acoustic sound she had in the majority of her songs. So she's able to sit here and give us the lyrics, and it sounds so beautiful. It's probably nice for her too, because this is probably where she really feels in her zone. The fans are screaming this. Just seeing how much fun she's having, like, really just reiterates the fact that I think she's just in her element when it's her and her guitar. Like, you can just see the happiness on her face. And again, you know, this is what, 50 shows into this tour? She's done this, the same exact thing 50 times, and yet she still seems so happy to be doing it. That's what I like to see in a genuine artist. I've actually seen people live before, and you could tell that they were going through the motions because they just wanted this to be done. And I don't ever feel that with Taylor. I feel like she's giving it 110% even when she's sick, even when she's been doing this for however many months at this point. And the fact that she's already an hour into this performance on stage, like, she's done all of these things, yet I don't pick any of that up off of the vibe she puts out, and that's really cool. It's almost like her fans really do energize her music and her live performances. Look at that smile. She's having such a great time. I loved that performance. There's nothing not to like. It's fun to see her on stage, big smile on her face, just running around with her acoustic guitar, living in her moment. And I feel like I can pick that up so easily just off this performance right here. If it's not enough that I'm watching it and I'm like feeling a type of way, you can hear the crowd screaming the lyrics in the back. And I just feel like as an artist, because like her show is pretty intimate. Like even though it's a stadium tour, there's people right in front of her. She has multiple stages where people can be near her, and artists to be able to go up there and have fans just scream your lyrics at you, like for someone like Taylor, I feel like she actually appreciates that. Okay, I think we're about to get into the speech of All Too Well and then All Too Well. That entire stadium is singing. Oh my gosh, just seeing everybody emotionally respond to this. So that smile that she has when she's singing it makes the song less painful to hear. It sounds more like a song and not like a narrative of one of the worst times ever. Put it in perspective of what I'm actually saying, it's that sometimes a lot of the sadness comes from the source of the song. So when I originally heard this song and I'm listening to Taylor and I'm hearing her voice in the song, you can hear that broken sound, and you could tell that her recording this, she was still very hurt by what she was talking about. And that made and intensified the lyrics so much to make it even more sad than what we were watching originally. And if that wasn't enough, once she performed it at the Grammys, it hit even harder because you're like, wow, you really feel this right now. Like, I am sad to see that you're going through this. But for me, I'm finding relief in her smiling as she's singing this because she has gotten past this and moved on, and now it's just become a moment in her life instead of her current moment in her life. I love seeing the crowd scream the lyrics. Just look at her happy. Like that's how the song should be sang now.
Well, maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much, but maybe this thing was a masterpiece. So you tore it all up, running scared. I was there, I remember it all too well, all too well. Hey, you call me up again, just to break me like a promise. So casually cruel in the name of being honest. I crumpled a piece of paper lying here, 'cause I remember it all,
I gotta watch that part again. Sorry. I gotta hear this again.
Hey, you call me up again, just to break me like a promise. So casually cruel in the name of being honest. I crumpled a piece of paper lying here, 'cause I remember it all,
Damn. That crowd loves her.
But you keep my own scar from that very first week. 'Cause it reminds you of innocence. It smells like me. Can't get rid of it. 'Cause you remember it all too well. 'Cause
Damn. That song just hits different when she's not sad. You know what I liked? I liked the fact that she was able to bring a little bit of that emotion and aggression out, especially towards the end. I would say that last minute and a half to 2 minutes. We know where the song escalates in anger. She actually was able to bring that out despite not being sad anymore. I love being able to see the crowd interaction on that song because, again, like she said, she felt a certain way, she wrote the song. The fans turned it into what it is now, and it's, on a pedestal as considered to be one of her best songs ever, if not her best. And so I love that not only was she singing it and bringing it out, bringing it back after the sadness is gone, but the fans are singing it probably almost as loud as she is. And it panned over a couple times to see people crying in the crowd. And I love that a song can define a moment or a current moment in your life. You can relate to it so well that it brings you that emotion. And even though Taylor's not sad anymore, you may still feel that same pain and sadness that she did when she wrote it. You have associated that feeling with the sadness that she had when she wrote it. And I love that. I love this performance. I love to see her with just a guitar, kind of everything quiet. Everybody's got their glowing wristbands and just enjoying this moment because, again, like with her listening sessions, everything is very intimate. You're coming over to her house. She even mentioned that in her speech. And I just think there's something intimate about a person with their guitar singing songs that they wrote straight from their heart to an entire stadium, yet it feels like you're just standing there and it's just you and her. I think that's a magical moment. And it's yet another reason why I think this Reputation tour is so cool. I actually didn't expect to see any acoustic songs on this tour because of the amount of production going into this, backup dancers, things like that. I assumed it was just going to be heavy the entire time, and while this was heavy, it's a different kind of heavy, and I wasn't expecting it, and it's actually really refreshing to see just because there is so much of Taylor's discography that isn't Reputation tour, that isn't that upbeat dance hip-hop kind of style sound. A lot of it was like this, and I'm glad she was able to bring some of that out. It's also really cool to hear that she actually reads the fans' comments and suggestions online, because I do see that on Twitter a lot, people reposting that Taylor Swift liked their comment or reblogged something on Tumblr. Like, first off, interesting that Taylor Swift still uses Tumblr. I thought everybody stopped using that. But I just think it's cool that she actually interacts with her fans on that level, because there's not many artists you're going to find these days that are even going to put the littlest amount of effort into doing that. So props to her again. I'm still loving the Reputation tour. A lot of you have been asking if I'm going to do other tours that she's done, and the answer is yes. I don't know when, but yes, because as I'm going through these albums, I keep wanting to hear these songs live. And if her other tours are anything like this tour, I can't wait to hear more of it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please make sure to like the video. Make sure to smash subscribe. We're on our road to 200,000 subscribers. I can't do it without you. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. I'm very active on Twitter, so you can follow me over there. If you want all of the uncut and the speeches and all that stuff, that is available on Patreon. It's going to be one of the first links in the description. And with all that out of the way, in the comment section, let me know, do you like Sad All Too Well or Taylor Happy All Too Well? Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Peace.